Hello, this is a video training for course MA121, Specialty Examinations Procedures. This course is taught on the clinical side of Module 5. Students will be working through the following chapters in the KINS Medical Assisting Fundamentals text. They'll be in Chapter 35, the physical examination. We will only be covering the eye and ear procedures through pages 693 through 697. We'll be in Chapter 36, assisting with obstetrics and gynecology. Chapter 37, assisting in pediatrics. Chapter 38, assisting in geriatrics. Chapter 41, patient coaching with health promotion. We'll be focusing on breast and testicular self-exams, pages 823 and 824. We will be in Chapter 43, patient coaching with rehabilitation, and we'll be in Chapter 46, administering medication only in the eye and ear installation and irrigation, pages 945 and 949. So as you can see, you will be in quite a few chapters in this course. It's very important to be mindful of the time that you spend in these sections, making sure that the students have a good understanding of the topics, but not spending too much time to where you run out of time for another topic or too little of a time and rush through. It will take a little bit of patience on your end. If you have a very, very large class, please work with your campus supervision to see if a TA may be needed. Okay, proficiencies that you'll be working on with students are measuring distance visual acuity with a Snellen eye chart, set up for an assistant provider in a gynecology examination. Please make sure that you have the equipment necessary to work through this proficiency with your students. If not, please order the supply that you need 2 weeks ahead of time. These supplies can be used over and over again, as we're actually not opening up packs, but just setting up the tray. Documenting immunizations, we'll be doing a measurement of the head circumference and chest circumference of an infant, as well as an infant length and weight. These can be done together as a combined proficiency. Coach a patient on a self-breast exam. No breast exams or testicular self-exams will be done in class. These are procedures that require only coaching of a patient how to do it. Okay. Apply a cold pack. Again, we do have cold packs in our classrooms. Application of the cold pack can be done on a foot, ankle, or a wrist. Coach a patient to use axillary crutches. Coach a patient to use a walker. Coach a patient to use a cane. Assisting a patient by using a gait belt. So you can practice putting a gait belt around a student's waist and having the students move each other from a table to a wheelchair. Coach a patient on a wheelchair. There is a set of crutches. There's a walker, cane, gait belts, and wheelchair in each clinic class. Please make sure to check these, that they are in good working order before this module begins. SurePath will be used in this course as well. There is the self-enroll link that will upload SurePath onto your student's Canvas dashboard. SurePath includes lessons and textbook reading for each chapter. So here's our ebooks reading, and then here's a lesson. So if you would like, you may use the lessons in your lectures. Many of these are just ebook reading. And here's a couple more lessons. Okay. And there are always the quizzes that students can use to help prepare them for their tests and understanding of the materials. We will be using SimTix in this course as well. SimTix are simulated, online simulated procedures for your students to practice to help them remember the steps that they'll need to take. And very helpful before they get into the classroom and have to do their procedures in front of you, so they can practice at home and become familiar with what they need to do. There are the days that we will be teaching this course. Let's go ahead and go into our module section. Please make sure that you take time to fill your instructor introduction and contact information so students know how to contact you if they have a question after hours. Academic honesty policy needs to be filled out in every course before the rest of the course will open. Have students click on their e-textbooks, all their website links and forms, their resources for their books. Here is SimChart. SimChart is included in this course to help with documentation. And make sure that you're covering together the clinic syllabi for this course so students know the flow of this course and understand the procedures that they will need to complete and the work that they'll have to do to pass. The row assignments are always available on the first day of the module. Students can complete these at their leisure as long as they upload and submit these to Canvas on the scheduled due date. SimTech simulation practice is here for students. Please encourage them to work through these as often as possible. It will definitely help them when it comes to taking the SimTech test. It should be very easy for them to pass a test quickly if they are in fact practicing the simulations beforehand. Okay. You'll notice that there are videos and links for the days in this module. Please make sure that these videos and links are working before you teach a class. Make sure that you are familiar with the content of these before showing them so you can answer any questions that your students might have. The very first day of the module will have to be published. There's a circle with a line through it that shows that it is not available to students. So to publish it, you click on it, it turns green with a check mark in it. Now your students will have access to what they need to for each day that you'll be teaching. Please do not publish a days ahead of time. We need to keep our students all working at the same pace and following through the lesson as directed in the lesson plan. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through our assignments. Okay, so here are the ICAs that will be completed in this course. Here are our row assignments, and then we have our tests. So the tests are doubled up. We'll have the orthopedics and the eye and ear test together. We'll have the OBGYN, peds, and geriatric tests together. And then there is the specialty examinations and procedures proficiency documentation. If you'd like to publish this ahead of time for students to access and download on the very first day of the modules, they can fill it out as they're completing these procedures, so that's perfectly acceptable. Or you can wait until the very last day in order to do that. It's definitely up to you. I hope that this was informative. If you have any questions, you need any support, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you. My email is jritter@rosseducation.edu. If you need a phone number, it is on my email or the company directory. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.